Welcome to this session. I'm Clifton and I'm joined by my colleagues Frederik and Gert, and together we're the Belgium Power Apps and Flow user group. We started this group in 2018 and we have grown to approximately 250 plus members. Our main goal is promoting the adoption of the Microsoft Power Platform. We are focused on the non-BI components of the Microsoft Power Platform and their interaction with the surrounding ecosystem. We organize events throughout the whole year. Sometimes we do it alone, and sometimes we work closely with other user groups and associations. You can find us on Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. If you'd like to know more about us, please feel free to take a look on our website. Today we are joined by Hong, or Mr. Hong, all the way from Malaysia. So let's now switch over to Hong to introduce himself and show what he's got in store for us today. Go ahead, Hong.
All right, thank you very much. And again, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone. So my time is about 10 p.m. in Malaysia. I think it's 8 hours GMT. All right, so welcome, and hopefully I can share with all of you what I know about the Power Apps and what I have been using, and maybe some features that after you have listened to me, you may want to ask me. All right, so just enjoy what I'm going to share with you. Okay, so Cliff, shall I share my screen right now?
Yes, you go ahead. You can share your screen.
Okay, so this is my screen. I do not have any slides here. And just straight away, I will tell you what I'm going to talk to you about this one. Okay, all right, what I'm going to share with you is stock management apps. Okay, a very quick one that I can share with you what it can be done. Okay, before I talk about what are special with these apps. Okay, before I start, in fact, you can have languages. For me, I can use English or even Chinese or even Malay language in Malaysia. All right, and then I can also create an account. I mean to create a user ID for my customer to sign in and with certain access right. Okay, in this case, something like this. Okay, I think this is quite simple, like saving CRUD. Okay, all right, let's show what is this apps about. Okay, and then I will explain to you. So I'll be talking about what are the uniques of these apps and something about the features of printing, sharing, or even email. And maybe there's one point I don't put it in the meetup, that is maybe using QR code. Okay, I'll be using my handphone to demo how to use QR code to link to it. Okay, all right. Whenever I'm not sure about the background of everybody here, but I'm talking about with the idea from one of my friends. He is an accountant, but he still found that there are problems using some accounting software because people are having problem with the stock control, especially using mobile. And with my experience in manufacturing, I think it is quite straightforward. That how can we help to make these things happen? Okay. Normally I'll start with item listings and the balance. Okay. Very quick. I can just create something here. They say I have an office or a company doing trading or whatever, that I have items which I need to control. For example, like I may have say okay, just example like keyboard. No, okay, actually they say tablet. They say Samsung tablet. Okay, and I myself right now I have 3 units in balance, and I will have a reorder level of 2, and the unit price is, for example, like 899, and I can calculate the total immediately and it just save. Okay, so and very fast, you can see there's one item here, Samsung tablet here. All right, so then with the balance stock 3 and reorder level F2, and the unit price is 899 and total here. And okay, I can also edit this one, okay, because it is still new. I have not done any transaction. I can still make some changes over here. Okay, all right, you can just update. Okay, what is happening here? Okay, right, as you can see 4 here. Okay, then the below is 2. Now I can just from here, and I will go directly to the stock card, and then you will just carry the variable without letting me choosing. Then I can see there is already 4 in. Okay, or I can just come back here, come to this stock control. I will just choose Samsung tablet, that I will have bring forward of 4 units in the very beginning, right? So there's a balance 4 here. I can use the date to search. Okay, I'm using the 1 week before. Okay, so I can do stock in if I want. Example, I may have get 2 unit, and with the token number, example, that dog 1, 2, 3, and then dash. Okay, so I have get 2 more unit. All right, so in here, supposedly it should be 6 over here. All right, and then you may also have stock out. Okay, in this case, this one I may have sold out 1 unit, and it is maybe like an invoice 1, 2, 3, and test. Okay, you have 1 unit being sold out. Okay, so total you have 5, and in the balance you can see you have 5 over here. Okay, where's the product? Samsung. Okay, tablet 5 here. Right. So in case I need to adjust the safety stock level to 6 and update. Okay, it will show me in yellow color. That means it is already less than the reorder level. You need to purchase. Right. So I have another one here. Okay, that is called reports. Okay, I can check easily which item is already less than the reorder level. You need to repurchase or replenish the stock. Okay, you can anyhow email, or you can share to your supplier. Right, so this is something I'm going to talk about, and you can also check from here, share the screen here, and also email. Okay, so this is the item that I'm going to talk about, and at the same time, maybe I try to share with you about the QR code. I will explain to you later on after I have demo everything. So definitely I cannot demo from here, so I will just unshare from here. Okay, then I will share my screen from my handphone. Okay, Cliff, how can I share my screen from my handphone? Am I allowed to share?
Yeah, so normally if you show the screen on your desktop, see the screen from your phone, then we should be able to see it if I'm correct.
Oh, so that means because I'm not sharing my screen on my desktop, so I have already unshared.
Okay, so maybe you should share your desktop screen again.
Share my desktop screen again. Okay, all right. Okay.
And normally, how do you connect your phone, or how would you like to present your screen from your phone?
Yeah, I want to show my phone directly from the Teams from my phone.
Okay. So normally, do you have an Android phone?
Yeah, Android phone, yes.
Sorry, Clifton, it's Frederick here. Normally, you have the same share possibility on your mobile phone than the desktop. So if you open your Teams on your phone and enter to the meeting, you can share your phone.
Into the meeting?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me try again. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I remember I've done it before. I don't know why today I can't. It's just put me on hold and turning off incoming video. I have no idea why. Yeah, I did it before. Yeah. Okay, if I can't do it, means there's no luck here to show the QR code. Yeah. Okay, anyway, let me put it on hold first. I think let me continue with this one first. Okay, all right. So anyway, there's a QR code here, as well as QR code from here. So definitely when you click the QR code on your handphone, I will have a variable to be attached to the search item. Example like you already showing here. Okay, so this is why I say that they will carry the variable. Okay, I'll show you later on in the code here. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to share with you is here. Okay, all right, this is the apps, just simple apps. Okay, this is a cover. Okay, let me enlarge. Okay, I hope it is clear. Okay, you can forget about the first page because I used to create this passkey so that a different customer they can access with different password. So this is for them to control the password. And in fact, you can start from here. So in fact, it's only 4 screens here. All right. So when my app starts, okay, actually I have created a lot of setting to make sure that it goes to the screen that I want and also create some mail. Okay, just for your reference, in fact, I am not using any database from CDS. In fact, I'm using the database. I'm not using CDS. I'm using our custom connector. So this is written by my partner, Taufik Sulaiman from Indonesia. And the one just like you have seen, the stock management here. This is my sample apps. It's a workable apps. I can show you the item that I just listed out. Okay, the Samsung tablet. Okay, this is the backend data. All right, so this is the database I'm using. I'm not using CDS or even SharePoint. All right. Okay, so you may see that there may be something slightly different. Okay, so in fact, when I started my apps, I will just set my user to my email so that I can check their name. And I set my language to English because I have 2 languages here. Then I'll try to clear collect. Okay, this is using custom connector. I'll talk to you about this one a little bit later. Okay, then I will double check to make sure that all my users are only controlled within the company name. Okay, the username. Then I'll start to collect the data here. So this is unique. If you are using any custom connector, you need to filter and clear collect into a temporary memory. Okay, this is different from CDS. Okay, you don't have to do that. But from any custom connector, you have to put it inside here. So if you look at this one, okay, this is my data here. Okay, so this is the data here. All right. So or maybe the item balance. All right, you can see this one. Samsung tablet here. Should be Samsung tablet here. I don't see here. Okay, never mind. Okay, I'll show later on. Okay, so these are the database. All right, I can also view here. Okay, this is all the data that you have. You can see just now. Okay, so I'm using custom connector. I'll show later on. Okay, all right. So what I want to share with you here, especially on the printing side, is this one. Okay, so in fact, I have an embedded and HTML here. Okay, so let me click this one. I will show the email first. Okay, so I'm sure if you are familiar with HTML, you can always create HTML here, right? So if you are familiar, okay, this is the way you can learn from internet. And this is the title. This is a header. And this is the title of the view here, or the third item. And you will be using concat. So that when you concat the gallery items, all items, then you will start to concat and add it to each row. And you can even using a line to get the data you want and with some line or double line. Okay, so something you can create here, right? So I think this is quite simple because if you've done before, you can just anyhow email to anybody you want, okay, by using this, okay, email. Okay, definitely this is from Microsoft. All right, so you can email from here by filling in this column here, this field here, and you can email out. All right, so this is the standard mail from Microsoft and send to this email address here. You can have multiple email and then you can send with the title here. Sorry, you can send with the title here, subject, and the contents will be the text, which is in this HTML. And yes, true, it is HTML. We can send out. Right, so this is one part of email. Also, if you are familiar with emailing, so this is quite straightforward. But if you are not sure, you can ask me later on. Okay, this is not so tough because I think most of the people are using. Okay, what is different is this print to share. Okay, let me share with you. This here I'm taking the item of S. Okay, 2 items. So when I click share, okay, you can see that it will generate another what do you call it, window. And you can see there are 2 items here. Okay, again, if I change to Excel, okay, say I share again, all right, it will be changed to Excel. If I don't do anything, okay, all the items here, okay, I'll get all the 10 items, then you'll generate another screen here, and you can then print directly from here. Okay, all right, you can print in the landscape mode. All right, so this is what most of the people talk about. Can Power Apps do printing? Definitely, Power Apps is not supporting printing. In fact, we are creating the HTML and put it into a HTTPS and for you to print from the screen. Okay, how actually we create all these things? Okay, I can share with you because this is not written by me and written by my friend, Mr. Taufik. Okay, we have embedded a custom connector here. Okay, but definitely if you are going to write printing, you need to have a database system. You can use any database system if you know, and I have the features here, printing. Okay, all right, this is written by Taufik, and I have the chance to create into a Swagger. Okay, so this is a printing here. I will just show you. Okay, and this is a Swagger here. Okay, this is a code written by him using Swagger. And in fact, the other day he also presented in Malaysia about this one. Okay, and this is connected to our server. Okay, all right, and then this is the path with token project, and this is something he has created. Right. Okay, for the printing features. Okay, what actually this features for? Okay, in fact, it is something like this. Okay, I have created the printing features, and then I have to connect just like a normal connector. Okay, wait for a while. I think it's not working. Okay. Right. Okay. So then I'll add here. This is printing, and then I will add to these features here. Printing. So I have print. I call file manager. I do have another one called save. Okay. Save HTML. Okay, which one I forgot to share with you. Save HTML. I need to save into a database. So I have two. So I have to save into a location called report with the client name. Okay, right. So in fact, I have two here. So printing. Okay, another one is I have to save to HTML here. Can't really remember where did I put it. Okay, so anyway, these are the two which I use. Okay, all right. So how do I use these things? Okay, all right. You look at here. When I click this button, okay. So if you know how to create Swagger, first thing what I do is I will have to filter my database system. Okay, this is referring to my collection here, application here. Okay, I think this is another one. Okay. Hang on there. Okay, this is right. This is FGF. Okay, correct. This is one. Okay, right. So this is the ID that created. So I can link easily to filter this data, and then they will keep into this temporary database system. Okay. Okay, you can see the report here. All right. So I will have a client. Okay, this is my username here. Okay, they know, and it's my ID, and this is the data which I have shown just now. Okay, and then I will remove the data because you can see whenever I click the share, you will have the old one removed. I will remove the old one. Okay, and I will insert a new HTML file, and I will collect again to a new report. And before I share into become a file manager and launch into the HTML and launch into the another file. So you can see that. Okay, a very quick example here. So when I click this one, okay, it will start to generate. So what it means is it will start to remove the old one. It will start to filter the data, remove the old one. Okay, say example I am using Acer. Okay, Acer. Okay, now it become 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 6 items. So you will remove the old data, and then they will come back with a new data. So this is the function of this. Oh, hang on, okay. Right. So this is the way that I create this one. So you will remove the old one. I will insert a new data, new report. I'll put into this report. Then I will share. I will create into a file manager. Okay, and then I will just launch into the HTTP. Right. So all the data are here. Hopefully, I can get the data here. Okay, you see. Okay, you can see the data here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, this is the data here. Okay, so this is the data being embedded into this database system. So this is the last one. Okay, what about if I change again? Okay, so they say this is Samsung. Okay, there are two. Okay, I'll just share again. You remove the old one, another two. Okay, let's come back here and share with you here. Okay, let me come back here. I need to reopen. Okay, see. Okay, this is the new data. So every time I will remove the old data with a new ID, embed with the new data, remove old data, embed new data, make sure that it is from this company, this user, and then it will be here. And then I'll be using this. Launch HTTP to launch into this browser here, and then you can start printing. If you are using from handphone, you will open another window. You can share by using WhatsApp or even Telegram or whatever you want. Okay, so this is so-called using Swagger to generate printing features. So as I've shown just now, I have two here, right? I'll come here again. So one is on the okay. So one is on the save to HTML and print to HTML. So I use the name because I need to save, I need to print. So print is mostly to, okay, I'll show you again. So save means you save to the database, which I'm showing just now. You save here to this report, client. This is the one here, report and client. Oh, sorry. Okay, report client. So this is the way that how they write so-called what do you call it, Swagger. Okay, but definitely I'm not writing Swagger, and in fact, okay, this is the database system here. In fact, what I have learned from my friend here, actually he still plan to sell his package here. Okay, let's say example, you have this database. Okay, all right. So how are you going to create this one? This Swagger here. So unless you are very familiar, otherwise you can always create from here. So he has already integrated in this NowDB data manager. You can use Swagger. He said I can write, like for example, write this title is save my report. Okay, version 1.1.0. So my name is Hong. And this is my email. And okay, you can create the API. So I can just insert. Okay, say I can insert, I can do an update. Or I will remove like I have shown to you. Then you can just done. And you can start to generate the Swagger. Okay, this is a Swagger. Report, client. Okay, from here you can see that this is the Swagger. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, you can then copy. All right, and then you can just open up any Notepad. Okay, here I'm using Notepad++. Okay, you can just embed it here, and then it will save as a JSON file. All right, so this is the JSON file. Okay, I can show you this one. Oh, okay, okay. So this is a JSON file. So you need to save a .json file. So with this JSON file, what you do is you need to add a new connector and then import. So in my case, if I change, I can just anyhow update. So I can change my Swagger easily by using this software. Okay, right, and then you can just update, and then you'll be update into this connection. So this is generated based on the report, based on this collection. Okay, printing, and definitely this one is specially written by Taufik. We call it printing here. I don't generate, but in fact he has written for me. Okay, this is the printing. Okay, this is the printing for printing purposes. So in fact, he used about 30 minutes to write these things so that I can consume for the what do you call it, printing features. And you do have so-called Safe HTML. Okay, it is the one I have using the NowDB here to automatic generate. So I didn't write. So this is the one. Okay, I'm using these two. Okay, all right. So in fact, by using one of the features here, Save HTML, and one of the features, Print HTML, and you combine, you can anyhow generate into this what do you call it, file manager. All right, definitely when you generate, it must be, as I told you, it must be from a HTML listing. Okay, so it definitely is from here, right? So actually, I'm sharing the same. I'm just sharing the same HTML with this sharing. Okay, right? It's the same. So I hope with this explanation, you will understand that sometime when I write in a forum, I'll say printing is possible. Yes, printing is possible. But if you know about Swagger or OpenAPI, definitely it can. In fact, even one of the main person in Microsoft, they know the way of writing, but they don't talk about how to use Swagger to do printing. Okay, so this is the main feature I'm going to share today. All right, so in fact, I am not using any of the features here, example like here, to do print save for using Microsoft CDS or even SharePoint. In fact, I'm using our custom connector to do all the save and update. All right, so in fact, it's the same thing. So for me, because I'm doing this stock management, I have a stock management table. This is exactly same like you have one entity here, or in SharePoint, you may call it a project. And then you have a list, one list, two lists, and three lists. So I have the list for stock control. I have a list for the stock balance. I have another list for table user ID. So with these three lists, I will generate the Swagger, and that becomes something that is. So this is a Swagger I use for it. Okay, this is a Swagger, which I generate using this NowDB. Okay, automate generate for this Swagger for date, remark, document number, item in quantity, for CRUV, for insert. Okay, let me show you here. So after I created, I will have this here, stock management. Okay, let me edit and have a look. Okay, you can see that if you go to this definition, you can see the insert, select, update, remove, right? And this is Swagger here. So you can see there's a HTTPS about post, get, post, delete, post, get, and delete. Okay, all right, those things are automatically generated by Microsoft, but in fact, they can talk to each other. And then I will use this stock management, then I will add to our custom connector, add to here. All right, I can just remove. Okay, I see there'll be error here. Let me. Okay, when I add again. Okay. All right, that is right. Okay, so whenever I have this custom connector added, I have to make sure that, okay, this is the stock. Okay, let me try to write something here. For example, I try to collect something, maybe a new table. So I will say that stock. Okay, automatically will tell you, okay, this is something that you can take from the custom connector, and then you can embed our ID there. Okay, right. So we have to use our own ID. Okay, so all the apps for all the now database here, for every user we have a token, and for every project we have our own ID here. So like for example 527, this ID we use here. So it is always differentiated through this name here. So then we can easily clear collect into all this database system, and you can view from here, right? Okay, I need to okay, just run for a server. Okay, yeah, okay, data here. Okay, or you can even view from here if you are familiar. You can anyhow just okay. Yeah, you can view from here. It's much faster, right? Samsung tablet here. Okay, right. So it is a shortcut. Okay, so another one is how do I link from stock and this listing? So normally I don't choose. I'll get it from here. So when you click here, I have actually an icon here. So I used to use some variable. So I'm going to navigate back to the stock card, and I will use a variable to pick up this item here. So this is item. Okay, I will just, this is update context in fact, but because I'm targeting to this screen, it will bring this variable selected item. Example, now I'm choosing Dell computer. Okay, so it will come back here, Dell computer. So Dell computer will be as a variable in this screen. Selected item, Dell computer, and then the Dell computer will be embedded here. So this is combo box. So I think there are many people asking about how to use combo box default. Okay, don't use default. I think this is a mistake by Microsoft. They admitted, and this you only use this default selected items, and you don't have to use like dot. Okay, just look for the database system. Okay, this is a database system. And look for the item which is equivalent to the selected item, the variable. Just now is what you call Dell computer. So it eventually is, it will show on the Dell computer. Okay, so this is Dell. So since I'm looking for the item, so in this part, in the combo box, I'm only looking for the item. So you'll show item, and automatically you don't have to choose. It'll be much faster. Okay, right? This is the way I want to make it faster. And at the same time, I'm not sure how other people do about the stock in, stock out. I like to use the cut system here. If you look at here, there's a cut here. If you scroll over, there's a cut here. Okay, let me add this new screen here. Okay, so this is a cut system, and this is a very useful cut system. The reason is, okay, let me remove this one. Here is a cut, your canvas, you have cut, and you can anyhow add a new cut here. Okay, so what is so special with the cut here? It will make the whole system faster if you are using cut instead of like Microsoft using about a lot of navigation. Okay, you can look at here. I have a cut here, canvas. In this canvas, I have multiple cut. Okay, so I can have this cut for some stock in. Okay, I also another cut for stock out. Okay, right. So the reason is because you will make the whole experience much faster. So this is out and this is in. Yeah, it look the same, right? Actually, they are different. So stock in and stock out. Okay, so even though if you want to do everything, say for example, I come back here. Okay, maybe I have a mistake. Okay. Okay, let's say I come to this Dell. I am doing editing. All right. Oh, no, not this one. Sorry. Okay, let me go to the Samsung. This is the latest one. All right. Okay, so if you do editing, you can anyhow edit this item. You can change easily. Okay, update. All right. Maybe there's a mistake here, right? Okay, so anyway, you can also do adjustment from here. Let's say you have a problem with your stock, you can adjust to 4, and then maybe typo error. Okay, typo. You can update from here. Oh, or maybe there's something wrong here. Okay, because just now I may have changed my JSON file. Okay, anyway, this is the way I do a lot of changes here. Okay, all right. So apologize for the mistake over here. So this is the way I link between stock control, okay, and the listing. And the last one, the second last will be the my reporting. I think this is nothing special. So I'm just using the clear collect again to clear collect the file, the JSON file, and filter with the client and also the balance, which is less than the order, reorder level, to put into the reorder list. Then I can just put into this gallery here. Okay. This gallery here. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. So if I do stock adjustment, it will be the same thing. Okay. All right. So, okay, yeah. Okay. Maybe because I'm not coming in as the. Okay. I think there's a problem. Yeah, I'm coming from here. Okay. All right. You can see the stock adjustment. Okay. You can see here. So even though I'm doing the emailing, okay, right, I'm doing the same thing like I showed just now. So this is an email. Okay, in this case, I am just combining two tables into one HTML. So you have to be very careful using if here. Okay, all right. Okay, so the last one will be the QR code. Okay, all right. So when you scan, okay, I will navigate to the item balance. Okay, and by embedded the value, scan value. Okay, but I can't do it here. Okay, I'll show you here. Okay, you embed a value here. So if scan value is not blank, you'll give me scan value, otherwise it's blank. So the same thing like there's a scanner here. On scan, all right, you'll get the value. So I can get the value either from here, update context on the same screen, or if I'm from here, I will just navigate and I'll carry the value from here. So you will carry this value to the next screen here. All right. So both cases, if you are using handphone, you can anyhow get the items faster instead of typing in the items here. All right. So either using barcode, QR code. Okay. I think there are also someone asking about, can I continue to keep scanning the same item? If you want to do for scanning in like in the mini market, you can always use select, and then you can use the scanner again. Example, this is barcode scanner. Okay, then you will keep repeating. Oh, I think suppose so. Okay, maybe. Barcode scanner. I think so. Maybe there's some mistake here. Anyway, you can use the select to continue to what's the mistake here? There's something wrong here. So you can continue to repeat the scanner from time to time. Okay, I think maybe it's one here. Oh, not here. Okay. All right. So this is so-called continuous scanning. All right. So that is some special features which I'm going to share with you. Okay, it's about 40 minutes. I don't know how much you get to know from my explanation, but I hope you know what I'm going to share with you about these features of printing, email, as well as using the QR code. Okay, that's all from me, Cliff.
Yes, thanks, Hong. There are a couple of questions. Fernando has a question, and actually Fernando has two questions. But Fernando, feel free to unmute your phone and ask, unmute your mic and ask the question directly to Hong, if you don't mind.
Yep. Okay.
Yes, thank you, Hong. Very interesting. And could you please show where the new balance is calculated and how?
Okay, I don't know whether I make a mistake just now. Okay, so and I come back here. It's supposed to calculate. I don't know what happened just now. Okay, right. Let me take one other item here. Okay, there's a balance here. Okay, let's say I add 2 here, right? Okay. Okay, so you're asking this question? Hello?
Yes, and then if there are several transactions,
I show you the
inputs and outputs and a new balance.
Okay, all right. Okay, there's a bunch of calculation over here. Okay, so just now I'm using save. Okay, so if I'm using save, it is stock in. So remember, I'm using if and switch. I have 2. If the stock mode is stock in. Okay, what is stock mode? Okay, now when I click this one here, I create a temporary variable. I will call it stock mode equal to stock in. The save mode equal to save. So this button will show save. Okay. Okay, I have 2. Okay, this button actually is a variable. It will show save. At the same time, there will be a invisible variable called stock mode equal to stock in. Okay, let me show you the stock mode here. Okay, stop mode. Sorry, stop mode. Okay, save in here. So then I know, okay, I'm clicking this button. So if I clicking this button, the stop mode will be stock out. Okay, now if I click stock in, so that means I'm calling this function here. And now, then I'll have another function, save, update, and maybe even delete. So as I showed just now, since the save mode is set, you'll be looking for this one here. Okay, there are a few things you need to do here. First thing is you need to insert here to, right? So it means you insert, or maybe in Microsoft, you always use the word page. You page a new data. And later on, I need to update the item list balance. Okay, look at here. These are two different databases. It is not the Excel. Balance and stock card are always in different entity or different list or different table. So you need to save into the stock card. At the same time, you update your balance stock. Okay, in Microsoft Power Apps, when you're using page, you can always using something like okay, let me type here. You can see that page, a database, and then this item. Okay, and then you can just example like maybe the balance equal to balance plus maybe stock in quantity. Okay, this is a normal way in Microsoft, but in our case we are using update. So I have to check update where field equal to the client and the item, and I want to update which one to update, the app user, the item. Okay, then we'll update here. Then I will look up for the item balance. Just now it was 3 plus the latest balance, it was 2. Total will be 5. Okay, this is the way. And then I will start to include all the date. Okay, so this is for save. The same thing will go to update. So you need to do in two different entity. I hope I'm clear here.
Right, and then I knew on this new DB, is that a database? Is that from Microsoft? It's an external database?
There is not. This is a database system like MySQL, SQL. This is generated by my friend, Mr. Taufik. In fact, we are yet to put into market to sell, but we can provide for people to use a free package here, and then you can generate. Example like they say, I want to get a new project. They say Belgium beer, maybe wine control. Okay, right. So create a database system here. And then you can, same like CDS, you can create, or SharePoint, you can create a title, example like stock control. Okay, and from here, you can start to add the field you want. Okay, example like a name, and then say example the quantity. So it's exactly the same, but this is a database system created by Mr. Taufik, and we have put this one into one of the servers in Singapore. Okay, and I'm using for customer. The reason is why I use our own NowDB, because we do not have so-called delegation problem. Because in Microsoft, we do a lot of problem with delegation, but here I can use any formula. I can use any formula or even date. I can filter with this date here without have to be thinking about the delegation. Example here, I can use the date value here. You can use any formula, but use the date here and for the delegation. So this is not from Microsoft. It is custom connector, because Microsoft allow you to create your own custom connector if you know how to create custom connector. But I don't know how to create. But my friend, he has developed this one 7 years ago, and then with the support from Microsoft in 2016, then they are able to join in and to use Open API to generate this custom connector, and they will create for you automatically. Yeah, that is not from Microsoft, it's from my friend. Yeah, Indonesia.
Great, thanks. But it could be built in CDS entity also, right?
Yes, definitely. You can make CDS to the entity to create. Okay, but I'm using default. Okay, so even though this you can use CDS, no problem. The only problem that I have is two things. One is delegation. Another one is it does not support this printing feature. It does not support unless you are using something else. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And my last question is, how long did it take you to build this app?
You mean the stock management?
The whole app.
Oh, the whole app. Okay. Typically, for me, it take about, I would say, not more than 3 days.
But at high speed, no?
What is that?
At high speed.
I don't know how high speed is that. For me, typically I can make an app within 1 day, but sometimes you need to fine tune maybe few days to make customers satisfied with what they want. Yep.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Any other questions? Hello.
Yeah, so it seems that are there any more questions? If there aren't any more questions, we leave it at this. 1 time, more questions? No, 2 times, 3 times, no more questions. Okay, it seems that there are no more questions. So what I would like to do, then I will end this on a high note. And Hong, thanks again for joining. Yep. I will share my screen just once again for a little bit for now. Let me see. It should be this one.
I'll share first.
Normally my screen will take over. Normally you should, if I'm correct, everyone can see my screen.
Yeah? Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so once again, Hong, thanks for thanks so much for this session. It was nice to see you in action, especially with the custom connectors and the NoDB database. So it gave another new meaning to how should I say it? A little bit of pro development. Yeah, it's actually not really pro development, but it's a little bit of pro development on top of the Power Platform. And it shows once again that the Power Platform has a lot of possibilities to extend. I don't know if you still want to say something before I continue the next slide.
Okay, if anybody is very interested in using these printing features and database system without delegation NowDB, yeah, you can always contact me through LinkedIn. Maybe I can share more information, and hopefully within these few months, we are able to give a free version where you can use at least one project. Okay, you can at least use one project, and with maybe some limited collection. And in fact, I do have YouTube under my same email, hpkeong@gmail.com YouTube channel, which I teach how to use NowDB to create from the very beginning until the end of making this stock management. It's about 5 videos on my YouTube channel. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Thanks, Song. Great. So for those who missed parts of the session, don't worry, as this will be made available through our resource channels. You can find these channels on our website. Also, be noted, our next event will be on the 30th of July at 14:00 GMT, and then we will have 2 power addicts all the way from Nigeria. They will be talking about digital transformation, but more specifically, they will be talking about building transformational communities. So be sure to register for this event. Okay, I would say for now, thanks for everyone for joining, and I would say until the next time.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, have a nice day. Have a nice day. Stay healthy. Okay.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Bye bye.